Hello everybody, welcome to the White Tiger Tarot. Thank you so much for being with me here today. Today's pick a card is this is about to be revealed to you. This is about to enter your space, your world, your reality. It is going to be revealed. It's about to happen. So with that being said, we're going to introduce your piles. We have the Six of Wands with Victory and Success here, pile number 1, and the Amethyst. Pile number 2, we have the King of Cups with Healing and the Howlite. And pile number 3, we have the Ace of Discs, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Rhodonite. All right. So, with that being said, I'll give you guys some time to meditate on your cards, and I will see you in your pile. Hello, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. This is what's about to be revealed to you. So let's get right into it, shall we? We have the amethyst here. Just set it off to the side. And we have Victory and Success. So there could be some kind of announcement. There's something that's like maybe your voice is finally being heard. There's some kind of return on your energy that you've been putting out. All right, so you're about to have some kind of victory and success, maybe some kind of recognition, reward for all of your hard work, for, getting through something difficult, for really busting down and focusing on something. You're going to see more reward and, possibly like increase in income. All right. But yeah, there's like some kind of big announcement or big happening that maybe you're super excited about, you want to tell everyone about, or this is like the word getting out and things are finally starting to come in more and more. All right, so we have spiritual strength. This is the Hermit card. Or no, this isn't the Hermit card. This is the Nine of Wands. So yeah, so this is further talking about just everything that you've had to go through. Everything that, all of these experiences that you've had to kind of power through. The Six of Wands implies that as well, because it's the one that follows the Five of Wands, which is a struggle, right? It's like you're coming through the fight. So, and the Six of Wands talks about, coming back from a battle, successful and victorious. Okay, so that's why the bells are ringing. That's why you're at the top of the mountain announcing, okay, we've won, we've succeeded, we've overcome. Okay, and all of the struggles and maybe failures and the trying and trying again that you've gone through were really to lift you up and strengthen you spiritually and show that you can do anything, that you can move mountains, okay, with your will, with just your spiritual power, your spiritual will to want to do something, right? It's like, it's every time things may have fallen, you got back up and you pushed yourself through. You made a way where it didn't look like there would be a way, right? It looked like this is a wall, this is something trying to stop me, trying to hold me back, and you willed yourself through it. You pushed through, right? You kept going. Yeah, and maybe some of you as well are entering a new space spiritually, where you've learned some really deep, spiritual lessons, and maybe you're about to have some kind of victory spiritually, and that could look like you know, not having something that has plagued us for a long time, overcoming some kind of karmic cycle where it doesn't affect us anymore. It's no longer a blockage in our world. It's almost like you've cleared some kind of blockage through your own focus, through your own healing and your own, cultivating that spiritual strength. It's like you've lifted a blockage, you've lifted a hardship off of your own shoulders. Okay, and now it's like, whew, now I'm past that. Now it's done. Now we can move on. Now we can get to the good stuff, get to the success, get to the victory, where things are working out. There we go, exactly. Get to the happiness, the light. We're coming into the light, okay? The sun card. You've really cleared something big off your path. Karmically, emotionally, spiritually, some kind of blockage that was there, maybe holding back some kind of success in your world, some kind of ease. 444 on the timer. Yeah. And it's going to be a big moment for you where, like, oh my gosh, no longer do you have to lift and it feels so heavy and feel like you're always, trying to push past something. And all that was for good reason, right? All that was to strengthen you, strengthen your knowledge, your know-how, strengthen your own belief in yourself, in your capabilities, in your powers. Okay, and now finally, it's like you're finally out of this cave, out of that darkness, out of the, having to be so strong, having to make it out. Okay, now you're in the light where things are just easier. They're flowing. Oh my gosh, the success is here. I'm finally at a space, or I've finally reached some kind of point to which I was like, it took a lot of efforting. It took a lot of, sticking to it and not giving up and being patient, right? It's like that day in and day out, showing up for something, healing, where am I blocked now? Why is this not, open to me now? And so having to go back, having to look at self, right? It's all of these things. It's having to dig within ourselves to figure it out. To get past, to let go, all of those things. And now it's like we finally found the way out of the cave, right? The way out of it's like we were put into this cave and we were like, hey, I have to figure my way out of here to the light, right? And so you went through this whole cave and there were like pools. And so you had to like learn to swim and hold your breath so you could get to the other side of the cave and keep it going, right? And then when you got to that part of the cave, then there was this rock wall that you had to learn how to climb. And so you learned how to climb that, and you struggled and you fell and you tried again until you got to the top of that. And then there was a really tight squeeze, and so you had to overcome your fear of claustrophobia, right? Or, whatever these things were. And so in order for you to fit through the pass, in order for you to get by, to move on from something, it was like this spiritual obstacle course, because you have some kind of goal, you had some kind of, it's like it's related to your purpose, or I think it is your purpose, but it's also like you had to strengthen yourself in order to do it. You had to strengthen your skills, your emotional strength, right? Maybe your physical strength. There were things that had to be heightened and had to be overcome, fears that had to be overcome in order for you to actually achieve this thing. Okay, and so that was the process you've been in. And now it's like you finally see the light and you're like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. I can't believe I've gotten through that. Like, the hardest part is over. Okay, it's over, pile one. You really are coming into a very, very joyous, prosperous, light time after a lot of training and sacrifice and struggle. All right, you are having the success. That is what is coming in for you now. It is about to reveal itself to you now. The light, oh, it's here. It's finally here after such a long time. Okay. I'm going to get a Priestess of the Light Oracle. Sacred purpose. There we go. Eternal flame, ancestral legacy. So yeah, this is deeply, deeply connected with your purpose. Okay. Yeah, it's like there was this thing pulling you, right? And you're like, maybe I don't know why now I'm going through this, or now I have to get over this. I just feel this pull, right? And it is like there's this our purpose is basically written before we come here. You know, I mean, there's many beliefs, right? But that's a big one. And it's even said that, you know, throughout lifetimes and our ancestry, it is passed down. And so that's what this card talks about. It's like we might even not understand, but I think you're about to be aligned. So all this training you were going through, look, you had your ancestors behind you, helping you, guiding you, you know, pushing you forwards. It's like you were never truly alone, even in the hardest moments of this. Okay, they were pushing you. You were going through all this stuff because you were aligning to your sacred purpose that is now about to reveal itself, maybe for the first time, maybe for others in a deeper sense. Okay, it's like it's like aligning to its truer path or truerness, where maybe that's you're adding on a new modality, or there's a new way in which you see it now. There's like a new way in which you have a mode of the way you create this thing. There's something here where it's like it's more aligned now, and that could just be within you energetically. So whatever you do, it's just becoming easier and easier, and you're becoming more confident with it. It's becoming easier for you. More success is coming easier. It's like because you had to drop all of these, you know, outdated fears, beliefs, and all those things, right? That were kind of in your way, in blocking the path forward. And for many of you, this is you aligning to that sacred purpose. Maybe there were many, you know, trials, trying other things that didn't quite work out for you. And now it's like there's something here that's really taking off, or you're discovering. Okay, you're like discovering the light. Oh my gosh, this is it. This is my thing. Okay. And it's going to feel so natural to you because it's been with you and passed down to you for forever. The eternal flame, it's always been there. It's part of your passion. We have 2-1 cards and the sun. Like, this is your fire. This is what fuels you. This is why you get up in the morning. And it's like there's that passion, that eternal flame about this. It pulls me forward. It lights me up. And this flame doesn't go out. The eternal flame doesn't go out. So once this is lit, okay, once the light is there, it's not going away. We have the star. We have the 6 of Swords with science. 6. And then we have the Tower. Oops, sorry about that. I almost feel like, because we have, look, it's like Lady Liberty, but her flame is like almost out here. And we were just talking about the eternal flame. And it's like all this water, it was like something put out the flame. But it's funny because I'm almost seeing this now as this rising out of the water and not into it. It's like something's being reignited, relit, or lit for the first time, or lit again in a new way for you. Okay? It's like you're coming out from the feeling of fogginess, or the underground, coming out of the water of the overwhelm. And you're coming into a time where it's like everything's focused on your heart, on your passion, right? It's all so heart-based. Like it's no longer going to feel wishy-washy and unclear and confusing and overwhelming. It's like everything's pointed at the heart. The heart is fueling this thing, what you do going forward. And it's like clarity, because all of the swords are thought, the swords are clarity, the swords are communication, right? With Mercury here. It's like maybe you're getting clear within your mind, within, your words, your expression. Everything is pointed at the heart. It's like there's this heart and mind coherence, and now it's like everything is funneling through that, and it's so heart-based, heart-focused, and passionate. That's the eternal flame here. And so you're aligning with your wish, okay, with your star, with hope, with clarity, with your North Star. It's like it's guiding you, and it's much clearer now. It's much more lit for you, the way, instead of it being bogged down, right? Instead of you having to swim and figuring it out and not really having this clarity. So what's coming in is this flame being lit, is this heart space being lit, of I know what I have to do. Now it's lit up. Now I can see. Now things are working. Now my mind and my heart are in unison, are working together. And it's just this like beautiful flow. And now I'm able to, have this deep faith. I'm able to see my pathway clearly and follow it, right? I'm out of the sewer. I'm out of the darkness. I'm out of the underground and the unknown. And now everything's clear as day. Everything's right here. So clarity is coming in for you. This passion, right? Knowing your passion, knowing your sacred purpose, knowing your path, right? What to do, how to do it. The pathway is now being cleared. Beautiful. This is my deck, by the way, that I designed and created. You can find it for sale down below. Shipping is included in that price. All right, look at that. You have the Six of Wands again. So it's coming out again to say that look, you are reaching success. You are reaching maybe notoriety, some kind of, again with the star. So we have the star and the Six of Wands. Okay, so they're saying this to emphasize that you might even be getting seen, okay? There's some kind of light being shone on you specifically, okay? It's like you're coming out from maybe being hidden or covered. Your light is about to be lit so that people can see you, all right? Like the Statue of Liberty, right? Everyone comes to see her. Everyone knows her. Everyone, it's like an iconic statue, thing around the world. People know of it for a certain something, right? And so you could be, you could use your voice in a unique way. You could just have an expression that's a very unique way that you communicate or that you paint. you put it out there. But yeah, it's like you might be getting well known for something. You might be shining in a certain way. That's what's coming through. That's what's coming in. That's what's being revealed is you, is your sacred purpose, is you aligning with that sacred purpose and you getting recognition and shining your light, right, for those to see, or finally your light being lit in one way or another. It could be because of something energetic, certain lessons you had to fulfill, you had to learn before, it could be lit. It's like tum, tum, tum. Now all the steps, right, have been fulfilled. All the pieces are in place for your light to shine, for you to be seen. It's your time now. King of Cups. Yeah, maybe it was something emotional. You had to heal, right? You had to know yourself as deserving. You had to, recognize and cultivate self-love within yourself. Know that this path is yours, that you can fulfill these shoes, that you love yourself first and foremost, and maybe letting go of expectation or of, being too hard on yourself. It's like, yeah, maybe the attachment. It's like being very well balanced emotionally. You've reached some kind of point of enlightenment, of emotional intelligence, that now it's time. Balance. Okay, Two of Pentacles with balance, again with balance, justice. So, and then the Five of Pentacles. So yeah, you've reached some kind of balance here. And so with the Five of Pentacles, you could have been battling through lack consciousness, right? Self-consciousness. You could have had, physical ailments, mental ailments that you had to overcome in order to open this pathway, in order for you to actually be able to step through, okay? This could be, victimhood. There are so many ways, but this is basically insecurity, okay, in one way or another, whether that be in the physical of, I don't believe I deserve the life of my dreams. I don't believe I deserve love. I don't believe I can, I don't believe this is possible. My dream is possible for me. I'm afraid of people knowing me. I'm afraid of being seen, of being heard, of being recognized, right, of being vulnerable. Okay, I'm afraid maybe people are going to judge me, or as soon as I do it, I'm going to get hurt again, right? Okay, so I see that you have overcome something big. You have come into divine balance, okay? You have overcome your emotional insecurity in one way or another, whatever way that is yours, okay? This is general and it's going to be different for everybody. But it's like you saw your dark and your light, and you knew that that is what needs to come into balance, that I can't push away anything about me. I have to show up authentically. I have to be vulnerable, right? And I have to love that about myself. We see the balance here. It was this balancing act, okay? This balancing act. I had to bring it all together, and it's like you finally found 2222 on the timer. You finally found the perfect balance. That it's like, I keep getting the vision of like Indiana Jones, when there's like some kind of chalice or some kind of treasure, right? And he has to quickly put something in its place that's of equal weight. It's like finding the right balance, and then this doorway opens up. There's something like that, and it's like you've figured out the right balance to get access to the treasure. And I know usually that's like a booby trap thing, but in this instance, it's opening the door to the treasure, to what you've been wanting and desiring, aligning you to your purpose, aligning you to your dream. Even if you've been trying to get on this path, or been on this path trying to make it work for a long time, and it just hasn't quite taken off, or it hasn't quite gotten as successful as you wanted it to be. You have now, or will be very soon, finding the exact right balance in which it just poof, there it is. It opens the door. Now you're getting all these clients. You've made the right video. You've said the right thing. You've made the right, ad. You've come up with the right idea. It's like, and it's out of this like confidence, and it's out of this no longer fearing your own shine, no longer hiding yourself away, no longer, letting your fears overcome you, no longer fearing what other people think, the judgments of other people, your own judgments of yourself, okay? That, I can do this. I am healthy enough to do this. I am strong enough to do this, whatever it was. It's you're finding that right balance that is now opening the doors for you. Okay, and we're going to get one more card before we go. Yeah, that's exactly it. What were we saying? There was something blocking your way. There was something in your way that you had to overcome. This is like a major blockage, a major fear. Like we said, a fear of being seen, a fear of what will they think of me? What if they hate me? What if they judge me? What if, right? This could have been finances, like a belief that you don't have enough finances to do what you want to do. There are so many things that this could be, okay, that is finally now being cleared away from your path through your own spiritual strength, from you looking at yourself, finding your balance, coming out of a hard place and finding your emotional balance and strength. Okay, and now this impasse is going to be cleared. Something that was blocking you, standing in your way, is now about to be removed. You are lifting yourself up. You are rising out. It's going to disintegrate. And the path forward is going to be clear. Daytime, the sun is coming out. No more nighttime. No more mystery. No more moving in the dark. Not knowing why. Everything is coming into divine clarity for you. The pathway forward will be clear as day, will be lit up. No more blockages. Okay? All right. Yeah, it's like some kind of karma is being cleared, is being wiped clean with justice. It's like no more. You are now clear to be successful, to have a victory, to be recognized, to be known, to live in your dream, to be shining. Okay, it's like you're now, all that you've gone through, you're just this beautiful shining light, and that needs to be seen, that needs to be felt by others. You have a beautiful heart, you have a beautiful message, you have a beautiful mind. Okay, and it's your time now to step up, to step into that path, okay, into your eternal flame that has kept you going and now needs to be revealed. All right, so that was your reading, pile number 1. I hope this was helpful for you. I hope you received this message well. And yeah, if you want to share anything about your path, please let me know in the comments. I absolutely love your comments and messages. And if this reading did resonate, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so you never miss another reading. And if you'd like to know more about your own situation, you can book a personal reading with me down in the description box. They are on a discount for only a short while more for the new year. Just as my thanks to you all for showing up every day, for being with me here, for sending your love, and yeah, just sharing this space, it just means so much. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And wow, with that being said, I'll see you in the next reading, pile one. All of my love. Peace. Hello, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. This is about to be revealed to you now. This is coming in. All right. So you guys chose the Howlite and the King of Cups with healing. And so I get 2 messages here. I get that some of you are about to, you guys have like come through a healing time. So it's like you're leaving a phase of healing, where you've had to kind of maybe take time out, or you've been in a space of healing for a while, and now it's like almost like a graduation out of it. Now you're almost, getting to actually step forward in this healed space. Okay. For others of you, this is you meeting someone. This could be someone coming through. Okay, someone might be revealed to you, someone who's very much healed and emotionally mature. Okay, so we're gonna just begin, and we're gonna start with the Priestess of Light Oracle for you guys. Okay. Wow, wisdom, learning, joy, art, music. Oh my gosh, this is cool. Love the colors. Wow. So, yeah, this is pretty beautiful together, because the water energy is beautiful and dreamy and creative. It's like that emotional wisdom that leads to beautiful music, learning through our pain and using that pain to create joy, to create, art, and in whatever, form that takes, right? Music. And we see the swans here. And swans mate for life. So again, we're kind of seeing this loving connection energy. So that's not going to be for everyone, but I definitely see that here. Yeah. There's 2 hands, swans. It's like there's something about connection, about, entering a space of joy. This could be entering a very creative time in your life, where all of your healing now gets kind of put into some kind of project. And it makes, something beautiful. I almost want to read this one out of the book, because I haven't gotten this one, I don't think. Maybe we'll do that. Okay, they want me to turn one more. And we have Guide, the Illuminated Path. There could be something about your past being revealed to you moving forward. And it's because there's been something reached here. There's been something that you have healed within yourself. You've come into some kind of place of peace, of inner wisdom. So that could be like not trying to grasp onto things anymore. That could be, just acceptance, accepting where you are, accepting life. There's something here about your healing, something that you've reached or overcome, that now is going to be, it's like you're going to be able to see your path moving forward. Some of you could have an actual person come in and they, they're a guide to you. They're some kind of soulmate, and they help you along your path. You guys might create something together. Okay. But for others, this could be, a new modality or a new creative tool being revealed to you, something that you do, a new passion, or like a deepening of something comes through, and it's no longer out of your reach, out of your grasp. I want to get more information here. Should I? I also think that the path forward is not going to be as heavy anymore. That's why it's like leaving that healing path behind, and now we're entering a space of joy, right? Where we're feeling that freedom. It's like we've learned some kind of deep wisdom, and now it's almost like we can live in that juice, in that energy, right? And we can turn it into something really cool and joyful, and it's like it lightens it. It's lighting it. It's lighting the path forward. It's lighting the way. It's like our passions and our joy are going to guide us forward, instead of our shadow being the one that like kind of pulls us along and like diverts us and like creates fear. It's almost like that is now coming into balance, right? Our solar plexus now is like pulling us, the light, the confidence, right? The wisdom. There's something here that we've learned and healed. And so now things are going to feel lighter and more illuminated. And there's going to be this like joyousness about the path. Okay, let's get some more info. Actually, I'm going to go to your original deck now. Yeah, Nine of Cups. This is like that fulfilling dream, wish, but that again with the ease, right? Again with the laziness here, it's about it now. It doesn't feel so, it's not so heavy, right? It doesn't feel hard. It's like there's this lightness, this fun, this ease that comes in, and it's like our path is now, it's like easier, it's there. We can enjoy it. It doesn't feel like this harshness anymore. It's like we've gotten past that. It's behind us. And now we can kind of enjoy. I'm going to keep going. There we go. Success. Six of Wands. Something big, some kind of big moment, some kind of big realization allows you to receive success and fulfillment and victory. Okay, and it just like opens the path up, and now we can have more fun. Now we can have more lightness. Okay, so we have Five of Cups clinging to the past. And then we have the Ace of Swords with consciousness. Yeah, there's something deep in your consciousness that has been renewed, cleansed, worked out, healed. Okay? And if not now, it will be very, very soon. And it was like you clinging to the past. There was something that you weren't able to get past, to heal from, to let go of from the past. Some kind of sadness, some kind of disappointment, insecurity. And it might not be just one specific thing, right? It could have been judgments from people that kind of you were holding on to. You were holding on to something that was energetically from the past. It could be this person's in like rags, right? It could be just how you grew up, certain beliefs that you held on to, something someone said, things people said to you, right? And there's been this gigantic healing. There's been something that's now released from you, okay? And so the path is now being illuminated forward into fulfillment. You know, you've learned some kind of deep wisdom, some deep truth that is now turning into a great joy, a great success, right? A great dream and fulfillment. It's like you're actually able to now to step through in it. Something about your consciousness has shifted, has changed your mind, right? Has seen something, has cleared something, has let go, okay, has transformed. And now we've overcome, right? We've found some kind of peace, enlightenment, balance within that. And now this like doorway is opening up, right? Where maybe it's within a creative idea, project, business, whatever it is that you do, you get some kind of idea, or it becomes successful. It's like there was something about what you were holding on to, or a belief that you held on to, that was holding you back from this healing, from this success. Maybe beliefs that it has to be hard, that it has to be done in a difficult sense, that I have to get up and work all day. I have to have a real job. I have to, be part of society or whatever. It's like now you're realizing, oh no, I can actually do what I love and make that my life, and create my dream and live very comfortably. But I don't have to, I don't have to sacrifice my soul. I don't have to sacrifice doing something I hate in order to make money, right? So there's something about your consciousness that has changed, that has been healed emotionally and in the mental. And so it's like this new, this breakthrough that you're having, that is illuminating your path, illuminating what you want to do, what you have to do, what you want to do going forward, or how to get it done. It's just like, but I really feel like it's just this energetic alignment where it just clicks. It's just like here it is, and it's opened, and now you're getting recognition, you're having victory, you're having success. You know what it is, or things are finally starting to move and work, or I'm finding that right, combination of things. And it's because I'm no longer in my head. I'm no longer in my insecurity. I'm no longer, worried about what they think, or disappointing people, or, not believing I can do it. Okay. Yeah, it's like you're finally coming out of the healing, and you get to live as a healed person, right? As the Buddha, maybe as a guide, using your wisdom, okay? Using your wisdom through some kind of art form that you love, right? Some kind of teaching. You're doing something that allows you to have success, doing something that you're so aligned to, that you so love. And it's because like now everything becomes easier. It's aligned. Again, the Nine of Cups, happiness, okay? You are aligning to your happiness, your divine happiness, your divine truth. I can't stress enough, and I don't even like to use the word stress here, but that you really aren't going to have much stress going forward. Your life is lifting into magnificent joy, into dreams coming true, into ease, into literal, art and fun, right? This really gives me like fifth house energy. It's like connecting in with that playful, inner child, but also that wisdom that is underneath it as well, that wisdom of love. There's that. It's like realizing what's important, realizing what I want to spend my time doing, and living in that dream, right? Living in that reality where I have the people that are important to me, that I'm doing something that's truly fulfilling to my soul. My path is illuminated. I see clearly now. Okay, I see how to that's not even it. It's you've healed something, and now things are clicking, or they're working. Okay, I don't even think you have to really do anything out of the ordinary that you wouldn't normally do. It's either just aligning and it's working, or it's like something's like clicked. Okay, but what's being revealed to you now, okay, is your happiness, or how to achieve that happiness. But it's less about achieving, again, than about it being just illuminated for you, right? The easiest way to that happiness, to that success, okay? And it's just about something clicking in your consciousness, your consciousness changing. And we have the Queen of Wands, the public defender. Yes, it's like you are entering the space of stepping up into your power, into your why, into your okay, I know my confidence of what I do. I do this well. I do this better than anybody, right? I have this fierceness. I also am shining, okay? Because the Queen of Wands shines. She is known. She doesn't stop until, she's at the point in which she wants to get to, but she is also fifth house. She is also the creator, right? She is the most creative queen. So there's definitely something here that you're super, super passionate about. Could some kind of creativity, perhaps, something you've been wanting to focus on or wanting to get off the ground, or you've been focusing on it and it hasn't quite taken off yet. But it's about, I think it's maybe, for an example, let's say you have an Etsy, right? You create your own products, okay? You put them out, but you don't really share them on your social media, okay? Or you don't really talk about them to anyone because you're still like, oh, well, I'm still learning. Maybe you still see flaws in your work and you don't really want to brag, or you're very humble about it, but your sales aren't doing great, right? It's like there's something here that heals within you because you're still like downplaying yourself. You're downplaying what you do because of your conditioning in some way or another, right? Stay humble. Don't be too confident, whatever it is. But then I see something healing, something coming into balance. Part of your consciousness is changing, and it allows you to fully step through into this happiness, into this dream. And it's because you're seeing yourself, okay, for all that you are and all that you do. And you're going to now shine unapologetically. I'm going to put this out there. I'm going to tell people what I do. I'm going to, put it on my social media, and I'm not going to stand by or be afraid or play down, my creativity or my business or what I do, right? And I really feel like a lot of you guys, you have no problem maybe letting other people shine or putting the spotlight on someone else or being like, oh my gosh, my friend is so talented, blah, blah, blah. You need to do that for yourself, right? You need to do that for yourself. And so now what's coming through is finally reaching that success, is finally reaching in a level of ease, a level where things are working and you're working in joy and things feel good and like you're aligning with something. And it's just like, yeah, it's like gates have opened. Ease is here. Things feel happier. Things feel more joyful. Okay. This could also be like it could be you're doing something, right? And maybe you've lost some kind of joy for it. But you're refinding, it's like there was just something that, let's say you find the gratitude, all of a sudden something energetically you heal, right? You let go of something. And now you're actually, because you have let go of something, now in your day-to-day life, you're able to find the gratitude, the happiness. So now your everyday life is elevated because of how you've shifted your consciousness from being trapped in your mind, trapped in your head, trapped in the past, to being present, to being here and now. And when we're here and now, our path becomes illuminated. The way forward becomes clear and easy. And even just the now becomes elevated, right? Whoever we're with now, whatever we're doing now in the moment, right? I could be successful, right? I could be successful in what I do, but I'm not happy, right? Because I'm not in the now. I'm not appreciating the now. So you could have learned some kind of wisdom that allows you to see the joy and the art and the music in everything you do. Okay? This doesn't have to be goal-based. This could be everyday based, where you just now see yourself as this beautiful shining light, as someone who is deserving of blessings, who is blessed, right? Who is blessed and who has so much around them to be grateful for and happy about, right? And that I deserve to treat myself well. I deserve to have fun, to see these beautiful things in my life. So there is some kind of major awakening, some major healing, some major shifts. But a lot of you, it is about something being illuminated, maybe about yourself, about your path, about your life in one way or another, that allows for this ease and this joy and this happiness, and everything becomes easier and more successful, and it starts working, and it's like this big joyous moment, right? It's like I can hear the music now. I can see what I'm doing. It's like everything becomes brighter, more beautiful. And we have spiritual strength, okay? This card came out in pile 1, and the energy is a little bit similar. So if you were pulled to pile 1, okay, you definitely don't feel pressure to check it out, but if you were, you might want to check it out, all right? But this is exactly it. It's like you have really healed yourself into a new level of spiritual strength. This is the 9 of Wands. This is you having gone through some certain, trials, failures, okay? Having to lift yourself out of dark moments, out of the past, right? Out of old beliefs and fears and all of these things that fill our minds. And you lifted yourself out. You've really become a very solid spiritual person, okay? And you might be using that wisdom and those lessons right now to maybe you are becoming a lawyer. Maybe you do things that help others in that way, or that elevate others' lives. Okay, maybe you've realized, hey, I can use this to be of service in some way, or I can use this towards my service, or you've been trying to, but you were still in your healing mode. You were still having to heal yourself. And so it's like there's something here now shifting where you are stepping into that fulfillment, that dream, that fullness of the picture. Okay. And it's because you have reached some kind of spiritual enlightenment, spiritual strength, okay? Where you really are here, you really have, you have something of great value to that, so much so that you've gotten yourself out of difficulty or out of past lessons. And possibly now you can help others do so in whatever form, that takes place, right? Whether you're like, you just do it through music, or you do it through art, or you do it through being, a public servant in some way, or you tell stories at parties, like whatever it is, right? However your thing comes through. But yeah, you're now living at this like elevated way, in this elevated way. Yeah, I want to get one more. I want to get an oracle for you guys, just to finish off the message. I feel like you're really going to feel, connected to yourself, to your path, to your purpose, to just the day-to-day, like no matter what you're doing, you know you're in the right place at the right time. And it's like you can feel the joy, you can feel the happiness, you can feel the gratitude. It's like life just feels lighter, easier. I don't have to work so hard. It's just like I can enjoy myself, I can relax. It's beautiful. I mean, there we go. Okay. So what's being revealed to you is joy, is joy about yourself, about you, about your path, right? About life. It's like we said, things are lifting, they're being elevated. Okay, you're about to enter a very, very joyous phase in your life. And I think this is just in all ways, like it's not just in one thing. You've hit something here that now it's like, okay, now go have fun with this. Now go enjoy yourself, enjoy your life, right? Maybe you've been someone who works really, really hard, and maybe you have been a more serious person. And now it's like something clicked and you're like, why am I so serious? Or why am I taking this so seriously? I need to bring more joy into it. And it's like something clicks and it's just, I see now, I smell the roses, I smell the flowers, I hear the music, I really see God everywhere. I can sense it, I can feel it. It's like this deepening of the oneness, this deepening of the gratitude. Yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful thing. All right, so that was your reading, pile number 2. I hope this was helpful. I hope you enjoyed your reading today. Please let me know in the comments, if you have anything to share. I'd love to hear from you guys. And if you did enjoy your reading today, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so you never miss another reading. And if you would like to know more about your own story, your own personal experience, you can book a reading with me. And there's also some other healing modalities there if you are interested. All right, so other than that, I'll see you in the next reading, pile number 2. All of my love. Peace. Hello, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. This is about to be revealed to you. So let's get right into it and see what it is. All right, so we got the rhodonite here. That's the stone that you chose. And the Ace of Discs, the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, immediately we get this statue holding the world, right? And usually you see someone holding the world and they look tired. But in this, we see this person they're strong enough to hold this, right? And this is a big blessing. This is something big coming in, right? It's the Ace. There's some kind of new beginning, new opportunity, a blessing here of the physical coming in. And we don't see it being heavy. It's almost as though this person's now ready to hold this, ready to take this on. They're strong enough to carry whatever this is. And that is why it is coming in for you now. It's like you have now reached the point in which you are prepared, strong enough to carry this, the weight of it, or the responsibility of it. Okay, so where are we going to go first? We're going to go to the Priestess of Light Oracle. All right, we got one. We'll take that first. Sacred gratitude, reverent appreciation, and prayer. Okay, so I really feel like this is something you've prayed for a long time. But I also, it's like there's some kind of, you're going to be extremely grateful when this comes into your world. Okay, it's something that you can touch, something in the physical, something that you can hold. Okay, or maybe, not physically hold, but it's something that you can touch, feel, have, and this is maybe getting you in touch again with your gratitude. Maybe you felt a little bit disconnected from it, disconnected from, gratitude in general. Maybe this has been a long time coming. I mean, it is the physical. It can be slow, right? So I really feel like this is connecting you back to your gratitude. It's like, oh my gosh, like I am so, so grateful for this. I've prayed and prayed and prayed. And this is also a reminder, okay, to be connected with that gratitude when this comes in, that's part of this, right? Gratitude is part of this blessing and this this thing coming in for you. And I think it came in because of your gratitude as well. It's like there's so many aspects to this gratitude, and I think you've been grateful for everything, every blessing that's come into your world. Even maybe not having this thing, it's like you've stayed with being grateful as much as you can be, even if at times it's felt difficult. Okay, are we gonna get more? I feel like we're gonna have another one. Okay. We have telepathy, transmission, perception, communication. Okay. It's almost, yeah. I really feel like a lot of you pulled this in using prayer, using gratitude, using, visualization, your transmissions, like putting it out there. And maybe, in the words that you spoke, in your thoughts, there's something here. There's something like deeply connected to the earth. And whatever this is might even help you connect deeper to yourself or deeper to your gifts. It's almost like there's something here that grounds you, in the physical, so that you can go out into the spiritual, so that you can develop further spiritually. Okay, we're going to get more information. I'm not going to take these, but I'll take these two. Okay, so we have the Lovers, and we have the Three of Swords with isolation. Okay, I'm going to get more. This reminds me of telepathy. It's almost like reading minds. Let's see. Three of Wands with experiencing. There we go. We have Four of Cups turning in, and integration with Temperance. Let me take a look at this. Yeah, okay. This new opportunity, it's like it's healing something. It's healing something within you. And that's why there's so much gratitude. And it's almost as though the universe is giving you something in gratitude out of appreciation. and maybe you've felt so disconnected or so, I don't want to say forgotten, but it's like, but you've experienced so much heartache or hurt or disappointments. And it's almost like this is their thank you, or this is what you've, I don't want to say, owed, like you've been owed something. Look at these tears are golden, right? And then we have this big golden disc, pentacle. So it's like for every disappointment and every tear that you've cried, right? It was like it was building up into this beautiful, magnificent opportunity or blessing that is now about to come in. And I think you're and look, this girl is just covered in gold here as well. It's like and gold is one of the greatest electrical conductors, right? So it's almost as though you're so connected with the energies, okay? So that could make you extremely compassionate, okay? Telepathic for sure. Like you could definitely pick up easily on others' emotions. You could be then hurt easily because you can, feel what others feel and feel and know their thoughts, which is not always it's not always easy to have that, because then not everyone else has, kind thoughts, right? And that's just the nature of it. But it's like you've maybe felt alone for a long time, or you felt disappointed or hurt by the world. So what's coming in is some kind of like sacred prayer that you've put out, something of great gratitude from the universe to you, okay? Because it's like you've really done something, I think, major here. And I think it's going to help further you along on your path. You have really learned how to tune out, keep your peace from your own demons, from the voices that you hear and the thoughts. Oh my gosh, there it is, right? This is the telepathy. This is everyone else's thoughts, all the fears, all of the anxieties, all of the worries, everyone else's thoughts that you pick up on and emotions you pick up on. You've learned to tune those out and to not take them on as your own. Yeah, and it's like now, because you've integrated, right? You've integrated your own light and dark. And so now, even if you're getting these thoughts, you don't allow them to penetrate. You don't believe them, right? You don't allow them to take over your mind, your heart. It's almost like you've learned some kind of you've learned how to manage the voices, the perceptions, the transmissions that are all around you, right? Instead of letting them hurt you or close your heart to the world, you've kept yourself open, your heart open, right? Which allows these voices, yes, they're all there, but now I don't allow them to penetrate, right? I have found my divine balance. I have found my integration, my healing, right? And so there's this yin and yang, again, alignment within myself, alignment within my higher self, which now, instead of feeling isolated, I now have learned to keep my heart open to bring, people or places in that truly love and appreciate and don't give me these dark thoughts or feelings. It's been this maybe process of learning who's for me, what's for me, right? Is this mine? Is this not mine? Right? Taking things on. It's like, it's been this whole process, and now you get to experience something new, something that you're gonna love. There's this like new heart opening experience that is tuning out all of those voices, that allows you to focus on yourself, your own gifts, and furthering those gifts. But it's like through this, maybe a new opportunity or this blessing that allows yourself to ground and to heal from the past, so that you no longer feel this brokenness or this, isolation. Maybe it's bringing you in with someone else, right? A connection that allows you to focus on love and feeling loved, right? A new experience in some way that allows love to be the focus, that allows your own energy. It's like you're allowed to now to be in your own energy, or be in this really beautiful balanced energy again. Could be with someone else as well here, okay? Instead of in maybe an environment with all of this chaos or all of these other people, places, things that are, clouding the room, clouding the energy. Okay, there's this ship coming in. There's a new experience that's really going to make you feel at peace, at home. It's going to allow you to connect deeper with your gifts, your perceptions, your higher communication. Okay, it's going to allow you to deepen in your own balance, in your own yin and yang connection. Okay, that allows your crown to open up more and more in your perceptions, your connection to the earth, to God, to the other realms to open up. Because you've been, all these other voices and things were able to come in and were surrounding you so much, it almost like closed off your heart, or you kind of iced out, maybe your own gifts, or opening up to your own gifts. Or maybe the hurt was too strong that you just, you didn't feel safe enough to open up in this way, to be vulnerable in this way, or it was just too intense and you're like, I don't want to open this up anymore. It's a lot, right? Okay, so let's keep going. Yeah, and this also reminds me of, like, I have a friend who's very auditory, like she's a clairaudient, and every time we go somewhere, right, we'll like go, if we rent a place, a cottage, or we're visiting a friend's house, she'll say, I was up all night, I was listening, I could hear these voices, the spirits, so she gets it very audibly, and it can, affect her sleep, and so she has to like put in AirPods or whatever, and listen to music or whatever it is. And so this reminds me of that. It's like, it's finally learning how to tune things out when you want to, and just connecting in with your own energy. So that could be in that way, but that doesn't have to be. That could be, physical voices of all these other people, opinions. That could just be, this could be you living with a bunch of roommates, and then finally you get to, you meet someone, or you get a place of your own. Like, that could be it for sure. But I think for most of you, you are gifted, whether you realize it or not, okay, in some kind of extrasensory perceptions. And that's been really affecting your peace, your balance. But with this new grounded opportunity, it's like, and your own, your own will, okay, your own practice, you're able now to balance yourself, to find your own space, to find your own peace, okay, and that will help you get into balance within self, all right, come into alignment with your deepest, most divine self, experience life in a new way, experience yourself and your gifts in a new way, okay, beautiful. Yeah, it's like, like we said, finally getting the strength to hold this gift, to hold this blessing. And maybe it is for some like a new gift, a new opportunity. Okay, so we have perfection. Again, with the communication. This almost makes me feel like there was like a part of you that has felt trapped or held back. Maybe you never felt comfortable in expressing your full self, or expressing maybe what your transmissions, your perceptions. Okay. And so within this now new grounding opportunity that heals something, that allows you to feel safe in some kind of energy and balanced, you're able now to drop the preconceived notions of maybe having to be perfect or whatever it was, and able to now speak your truth. And this reminds me of, okay, this, like in any healing modality, or if you're like a psychic medium or a tarot reader, okay, the hardest part is getting over the fear of messing up, or, not receiving something correctly, or putting yourself out. It's very vulnerable, right? Putting yourself out there with trusting yourself, right? With what you receive, and then, speaking it out loud. So it's almost like you get over this fear of having to be maybe perfect, or having to even reach some kind of perfection. Maybe you're very hard on yourself, okay, with the isolation. So it's kind of like softening up on yourself and seeing yourself in, for all that you are, for all of your beautiful uniqueness and quirks, that you have, not seeing it as something wrong with you, but seeing it as a blessing, being grateful for it, okay? And having the confidence in order to share your voice, or share your message with exactly as it is, exactly as you are. There's something here about you becoming more you, or you allowing yourself to be you, and stepping out and merging, and just not being so afraid, or not holding back anymore. Okay, I'm gonna get more. Ace of Cups. Yeah. Something new and emotionally fulfilling. This could be a definitely a new spiritual gift. Like, wow, a new level of depth within yourself, a new heightened sense of connecting to love, connecting to gratitude, connecting to self, which opens up, yourself spiritually in a big way. I mean, and this could definitely be a connection in someone's life here that comes through, that allows you to be more of yourself, to come out of your shell. We have the Five of Swords and the Sun. Let's see. Yeah. It's almost like you're not blaming yourself anymore. You're not being so hard on yourself anymore, or you're not listening to the voices of others. And especially because I feel like you guys are definitely gifted, and that could have held you back, right, for such a long time, of like, well, what if I offend somebody? Or what if I do the wrong thing? What if I say the wrong thing? What if they take it the wrong way? So I'm afraid of getting someone, hurt or mad, or whatever, right? Or uncomfortable. And so there's this newfound grounded opportunity or blessing, but there's also this emotional release, or there's this emotional epiphany, enlightening moment that now it's like, within this now new beginning, I no longer care what anyone has to say or think, or I don't have this fear now holding me back from being myself. Okay, it's like you've reached some kind of realization, some kind of enlightening moment that you're like, I'm just going to shine and I'm just going to be me and I don't care what anyone else has to say about it. Okay, it's cutting out something or someone or just an idea that I don't care what they think, or I don't care what they have to say. This is who I am, or this is what I perceive, or this is my version of this. This is me. Okay, and so I'm finding this newfound love and freedom for myself, for my path, for who I am. Okay, and I'm going to shine. I'm going to step into that. I'm going to be that. And for some, this could be a newfound love, okay, where it's like, this has been my person. No longer does it feel like this difficulty, like this bullying, like, I'm the victim, or vice versa, or whatever, and it's all blamed on me. It feels like I'm now in my own energy and no one can say anything about it. And I am so centered within myself that I know I'm coming from a good place. I know it's just this like new moment, within this physical opportunity, there's this new experience coming in, and it just liberates you. That's the word. It liberates you from the past, from the people who always had something to say, from the voices of fear of, oh, you can't do that, you shouldn't do that. It's, what about me? Whatever it was. It's like it's no longer there. Now I get to focus on myself. Now I don't care what anyone has to say about it. I'm now feeling just so good and in my zone, in my energy, in my spotlight, like in my enlightenment. I know myself. I know, and I don't have to think too much about it. It's just, I feel balanced. I feel good. I can now express from this place. And yeah, I don't care. I don't care what you think. I don't care what you have to say. I love you, and I'm coming from love always. And I think you're just seeing yourself in this new light of, I am coming from love, right? I am coming from this place. There is no it's not this perfection, but it's like I'm coming from this place of real true beauty with the sun. And that is perfect in a way, but it's also accepting the non-perfection in ourselves and saying it anyway and doing it anyway and being ourselves regardless, right? I'm not so hard on myself anymore. I'm not listening to the voices of doubt or, these other people. Okay, so we have the Chariot, Five of Cups, disappointment. Do we have the Five of Cups? I don't know if we did. And the Knight of Wands, the rock star. Exactly. You're moving into rock star mode. You're like, I'm going to shine. I'm the rock star of my own life. I am the main character. Okay. I'm going to express myself how I express myself. I'm going to have confidence in who I am, but it's also this softness and this love. It's coming from love, right? But I'm also this really cool, person who's got my own style, who's got my own way of doing things and being, right? And I'm not going to feel bad about that anymore, right? Look at all of this in the middle. It's like, I'm no longer letting the disappointments of the past or people who've been disappointed, affect me. I'm moving in my own direction. I'm moving in my own way. Okay? And this is healing. This is healing anyone who's tried to knock me down, or any mistakes I've made, or anything that's felt heavy in my life. It's like I'm just rising above that. I'm just moving in my own lane. Okay? And anyone who feels any way about that, that's on them, and there's nothing I can do about that. It's kind of like lifting your hands in like, I'm just gonna be me. I'm just gonna be my true self, and that's all I can do. And that's like finding this divine balance. And I love me, and I love how I do it, and that's it, right? It's like no longer focusing on the disappointments, on disappointing others, on what hasn't worked, or on the relationships that hasn't worked, or on the mistakes that I've made. I'm moving on, and I'm realizing they've all made me into someone beautiful. I don't see them as flaws anymore, right? I see them as all this beautiful experience, all of my colors that, I've now accumulated and love about myself. And I'm truly grateful for each and every experience and mishap, right? And failure and all of that. And now I just get to shine and be myself unapologetically. So this is like a liberation and a freedom from the thoughts and opinions of others. And this is you staying in your own lane, finally like getting to almost block out everyone else and all their thoughts and opinions, and you just get to enjoy your energy and your life and doing your things your way, right? And yeah, having fun and expressing yourself freely, right? And moving in positive and exciting new directions, and expressing yourself in the way that you want to. Okay, so that's beautiful. I'm going to get one last oracle card for you guys before we go. These are kind of oracle cards, but this is the one Spirit wanted, so who am I to argue? All right, let's get one last card. Thank you. Interesting. Okay, so we have the Baron of Coins. Wasting money, loss of money, sham charity. I really feel like this is saying we're no longer wasting time and money on like the disappointments of the past, or fearing disappointment, of fearing other people. But I'm going to get one more just to clarify. It's like we're being liberated from the scams, the shams, the wasting of things. The Conjurer, this is the Magician, abilities, creation, and deception. Yeah, it's like you're putting the power back in your hands instead of giving it away to people who are just going to take it and run, not appreciating it, still going to blame you, still going to point the finger, right? It's like you doing things out of love is a beautiful thing, but you doing things out of like, I'm just going to do this for them, even though it might be betraying myself, or I'm going to do this in spite of what I believe or think because I'm going to make them comfortable. And then at the end of the day, they still don't give you love, and they still don't have that appreciation or gratitude, right? It's like, okay, so now instead of giving away my time and energy to people who are just going to not appreciate it, run away with it, scam me, betray me, right? Deceive me. I'm going to give it to myself. I'm going to feed myself. I'm going to stay in my own lane, my own creation, right? I'm going to make my own way and my own life. Okay. So now we are giving our own energies to ourselves. And this is not saying like greedy or nothing like that. It's just energetic, right? Instead of just giving everything away all the time, our energy, our time, our love to people who honestly don't appreciate it, who are gonna, end up taking advantage, right? We're going to say, look, I'm going to put this into my own life, my own creation, my own opportunities, my own world, right? To give back to me, right? So that I can come up, so that I can shine. And there ain't nothing wrong with that. All right. It's because you can feel everyone and everyone's pain. And so you put yourself in these positions where you're last because you have a beautiful heart. You have a big heart. But now it's time for you to enjoy yourself and enjoy love and enjoy happiness and enjoy your creation and enjoy your life in a way that's beautiful for you. It's time to put yourself first. First, that is the end all be all of this message. It is time to put yourself first. Okay, and that is what is being revealed to you. That is what is coming in for you now. Okay, you are about to be put first in your own life. Shine and love. Give your love to yourself first, and really live in that, and treat yourself the best first and foremost. All right, so that was your reading, pile 3. I hope you enjoyed it. I definitely did. It was beautiful to connect to. So thank you so much for being with me here. If you'd love to share a comment, to share a little bit of your story, I'd love to receive that. And if you did enjoy this reading, if you connected, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you have not already and would like to see more videos like this. And if you'd like to know more about your own situation, you can book a personal reading with me down in the description box. Otherwise, I will see you in the next reading, pile 3. All of my love. Peace.